Hi, welcome to Logos in the Chaos, just for laughs. Today we're going to take a stroll down memory lane and revisit my wife's menopause. So this morning we were lying in bed, talking nonsense, enjoying each other's minds, and my wife asked me, "What's the first thing you were thinking of when you woke up?" I was thinking about a YouTube video. I thought, I need to make a YouTube video today. But I was feeling a bit tired. I thought, what can I do that's easy and different? I thought, why don't I take some of my old Facebook posts and turn them into videos? And I thought, that one I did on my wife's menopause is perfect. But I wasn't about to tell her that. With perfect deviousness, I asked her how the menopause was going. And she said, well, it's been 10 years since it started, but it's much better now. In spite of myself, genuine relational interest crept in, and I pursued more details. You know, it's amazing no matter how long you've known someone and how well trodden the subject matter path you're walking down is, there's always more to discover. It's like a really good book or movie that you watch again or read again, and you find new treasures every time. I guess you might call this loving interest a silver lining on the dark cloud of my mercenary intent. The conversation went something like this. Me, what does it feel like when you're having a hot flush? And she said, like you're heating up and you're about to burst. And I asked, does your face go red? Oh, yes. And my eyes too. Remember when I was teaching at that school and I was in the headmaster's office and then I got a hot flush and I started to get so embarrassed and so on. The conversation continued. Knowing how I usually rush off to run into my day each morning, she seemed to appreciate this more leisurely start to the day. And she said lovingly, thanks for asking. And then there was that dreaded pause. And she said, are you doing research? Dang, she's good. Man, as if it's not bad enough that women, seemingly from the cradle, come equipped with this intuitive sixth sense that they need to handle the shenanigans of men. After 34 years of marriage, that discerning / intuitive superpower is finely honed, laser sharp. I've always seen marriage in God's design as iron sharpening iron, but sometimes it feels like iron sharpening chalk. As I crumbled, I realized there was no place to hide. So I ran. I jumped out of bed saying, I think the cat needs to be let out. Anyway, here I am a few hours later. I thought I'd just read the original Facebook post from June 2021 and pull in some AI imaging to turn it into a video. A mental pause for menopause. Laughter is the best medicine. The cold and heartless definition of the World Health Organization. Menopause is the permanent cessation of menstruation resulting from the loss of ovarian follicular activity. Doesn't mention a key symptom, and thus fails to capture the roller coaster excitement of being in the vicinity of the one experiencing those sudden, unsolicited, volcanic increases in temperature, aka hot flushes. One moment you're cuddling cozily in bed. The next moment you are flung across the room. In a crumpled ball you tentatively feel your neck to see if it's just whiplash or a fractured vertebra this time, as you observe your one and only in a crazened state, continuing to fling off blankets and layers of clothing. Not necessarily in that order. I think I mentioned the crazened state. This is all very well in the privacy of one's home and bedroom, but what if things get out of hand in a public space? I'm imagining the scene at the local Pick and Pay. New employee. Sir, I followed a trail of clothes and found a naked woman in one of the aisles. The manager. Was it the frozen goods aisle? Yes, it was. Was she sitting on the frozen peas? Yes, now that you mention it, she was. Don't worry. It's Mrs. De Freitas, a regular customer. She's not mad. It's just menopause. Meno what? Go ask your mother. Please don't forget to look at the loving menopause song I made for my wife that goes with this video. And don't forget to check out the other video in the description below, the Menopause Bohemian Rhapsody mashup. by an obviously postmenopausal but very creative woman.